Good day, friends. Miloa here, and today's quest starts with Candeath in Rivendell, Chapter 3, The House of Isildur. Let's go. The early years of the Third Age saw the deaths of Isildur and his eldest son, but his line was not ended, for his youngest son was kept safely here in Rivendell. He was raised far from danger and came to rule the North Kingdom. His descendants would not know peace, for the Nazgul were to reappear, and their chief would wage war upon the men of the West. In the year 1974 of the Third Age, the armies of the Witch King seized Fornost. The North Kingdom was no more, and its ruler Arvidui fled northward to Foreshell. But there he was lost, along with the heirlooms of this house. Some of the Dunedain journeyed into the icy waste to recover them. Do you wish to hear their quest? Sure, let's go. Let's go do some roleplay.
In the year 1975 of the Third Age, a party of Dunedain, led by the brothers Lyganed and Hyador, traveled north into Forechel to reclaim the relics left behind in the flight from the wreck of Fornost.
We have come this far without incident, Legend, but the road north is certain to become more dangerous. Little is known of the snowmen of Foreshell, but if they are opposed to the Witch King, we will surely find them to be allies. Still, the ship bearing Arvidui should have returned by now, and its absence fills me with worry. We must press onward, no matter what we find. The sooner we learn what has befallen King Arvidui, the sooner we may leave this cold land. There are worms on the rise ahead, Legend. Use your skills at remaining unseen and clear a path for us that we may bring the wagon up the road safely. The trade goods we bring may loosen the tongues of the snowmen as to the fate of our king.
Lyganed's ability to remain unseen was unrivaled in the north. Lyganed worked quickly, and soon half of the worms were defeated. Only 3 remained. Lyganed cleared the path of the winter worms and returned to Hyador.
down the hill to the west. There's Isildur. Let's see if we can get these goods through here. Very good, Legend. Now that the worms are cleared from the pass, we can resume our journey northward into Foreshell to learn what we may learn.
The small party continued north, coming at last to the shores of the Ice Bay.
We have come to the end of our road, Legend. Look there. The ship that was to carry King Averdwy back home lies in ruin. Wish now as you never have before. Wish that he was not aboard the vessel when it broke apart. We cannot tarry here, though dread lies heavily upon my heart. Hurry, Legend. There are people ahead, but
even as they raced along the shore, they knew what awaited them.
Hoy there.
The chieftain of that people, simply shook his head.
You are the people of the Tall King?
It was not a question. The Dunedain had been expected.
If you speak of King Averdwy, know that he is our liege. What has become of him? The Tall King sheltered with us for a time until the great sea monster came. We warned him not to climb atop it. Our soothsayer smelled danger on the air. He did not listen. How could this happen? The power of the Witch King is very strong in winter. This ice broke the sea monster's back. Who now will rule your people? Did the Tall King have no sons?
Lygoned explained then to Asika that Averdwy had a son. The line would continue.
I'm glad the Tall King had a son to continue his rule. Long may his heirs rule their faraway peoples. He spoke of great treasures and valuable things. He said they were carried upon the sea monster's back, and that they could be used against the Witch King for the betterment of both our peoples. But now all are lost. Nothing comes back out of the frozen water. Only the treasure he gave to me remains. Wait, what treasure is this you speak of? Before he left us at his peril, the Tall King gave to me a ring. He said it had no power, but his people would give much to have it back. Legend, I need a word with you. All right, Isildur. Isildur, what is it? What's up? It must be the ring of Barahir. It possesses no power save its value as an heirloom of the house of Isildur, but its value in ancientry cannot be doubted. Did King Averdwy have some sense of the fate that awaited him? Surely not, but it is curious that this ring has escaped where he was unable. We have brought great store of provision with us. We will barter for the return of the ring, and it will go south with us, though its master cannot. We must be content with that.
It was in this way that the ring of Barahir was saved. For more than 900 years, the descendants of Averdwy ruled as chieftains of the Dunedain.
Glancon? Greetings. We are almost there, Corriger, for good or ill. I fear that we will not find Arador or a chieftain still alive, but we cannot call off the pursuit until we know for certain. The high trolls of the Etmoors make their homes here in the Troll Height, and the tracks lead into the cleft just ahead. I will climb the rise and scout the area from above. There are goblins in these parts as well. I leave their fates up to you, but know that the trolls must be our main concern. Good fortune, Corriger. May we not be too late for our chief.
In the year 2930 of the Third Age, Arador, the chieftain of the Dunedain, was taken captive by hill trolls. Corrigur and Glengon, two of his closest allies, journeyed far into the Edenmoors to rescue him. Corrigur carefully dealt with the goblins he encountered.
He's like a sniper. You can take them out one at a time. Just have to be patient.
The goblins would long whisper of the shadow that cut down their fellows that day. The goblins fell before him, and Corrigur came to the den of the hill trolls. The hill trolls were defeated, but it was too late. The chieftain of the Dunedain was dead.
Oh no, Arador, Arador! Alas, we are too late. Arador has been slain. Curse these vile trolls! Glamgon wipes away a tear and composes himself as best he may. His son Arathorn is chieftain of the Dunedain now, though he want it not, and him newly married as well. There is nothing for it, Corriger. We must return with the sad news. I pity Arathorn for the responsibility that now falls to him, but we must console ourselves with the knowledge that the line of Isildur will continue. What a sorrow if it were to end in this world. May Arathorn reach a different fate than his father. Let none of come to this troll height without remembering the fate of the chieftain of the Dunedain. From this point forward, this height will be known as Arador's End, and will be a warning to all.
The rangers fervently hoped that Arador's son, Arathorn, would rule long as their chief, but it was not to be. 1 year after the birth of his son Aragorn, Arathorn was slain by orcs, and his wife fled to Rivendell.
We have been friends for many years, Tugon, and we have explored the wild lands of Eriador together. Your friendship means a great deal to me, but I have said nothing for which you should be angry with me. I've told you before that I plan to adventure in the Southlands, then to return when I have done deeds worthy of my father and grandfather. You cannot come with me, my friend. If I am to lead the Dunedain, needs must I perform feats worthy of that obligation. It is something I must do alone, Tugon.
In the year 2956 of the Third Age, Aragorn was about to make an important acquaintance.
Look, it's Gandalf! Who is that on the road ahead? Few travelers take this way. You are a long way from home, old man. What brings you to this road? I just got goosebumps.
The old man smiled with amusement.
What you say is true. It might also be said of you, Aragorn, son of Arathorn. How do you know my name? No, hold, Tugon. I do not believe this man is our enemy. I know a great deal about you. I know that you were fostered by Elrond of Rivendell after the death of your father. I know that he has told you something of your noble lineage. I know, too, he has given you heirlooms of your house, the shards of Narsil and the ring of Barahir. But how do you know these things, old man? I know because it is my business to know. I am Gandalf.
Yes, it was Gandalf. And if Aragorn in his youth spoke roughly, the wizard surely forgave him.
Gandalf. There are great things in store for Aragorn, your chieftain, Tugon, but he must arrive at them in his own time. It is the solemn duty of all the Dunedain to protect him, for he is descended from Isildur, the line unbroken, and one day he must rule in Gondor. Gandalf smiles with amusement, peering at you from underneath his eyebrows. But these are mighty words, and the time is still far off. We all have work to do before the day comes. Not just Aragorn, and not just in our small way, the wizards, but you as well, Tugon. You will not travel with Aragorn on his journey into the kingdoms of the south, for he has made up his mind, but you still have your role to play. In friendship you will carry it out and have victory. I am certain, for that is a weapon no servant of the enemy can fully understand. Elrond has spoken to me of Gandalf the Grey, and I am ashamed I did not recognize him at first, Tugon. Still, he has warmth, though perhaps he tries to hide it. There were many things I wanted to ask him should we ever meet, but now I cannot think of any. What a chance meeting. Let us continue on to Lothlorien, and perhaps then I will remember the question I wished to ask. Bye, Aragorn. Safe travels. Catch you later.
All of the Dunedain have played their parts. So it will be with us.
And so it was that Aragorn, heir of Isildur, through unbroken line, down the long years, began his friendship with Gandalf the Grey Pilgrim. He will be known by the sword that he bears, Anduril, Flame of the West, and by the ring of Barrowhair, once lost but since regained. It is the task of the Dunedain, and indeed of all friends of Aragorn, to ensure he safely comes into his birthright. We will not question if this is the time for his ascension to the kingship. It must be so. Ride with us, Miloa, for we ride into history. Lakend and Harador, Corriger and Glangon, all are remembered for the parts they play in the great drama of the age. So it will be with us.
This show is possible because of your support and encouragement. Become a patron and get access to more amazing content and see your name here in the credits. Thanks for watching.